Hi, welcome to another edition of the Alan Rosenberg Show. Today I'm going to be showing you one of the most incredible books about a rock and roll band that I've ever seen. I got it for my birthday last weekend when we celebrated my birthday and my son's birthday and my daughter's birthday. And it's about Uriah Heep. Let's talk a little bit about Uriah Heep. So I'm here in Long Island, New York. Growing up, I was born in 1963, so I remember Uriah Heep, early 70s, mid 70s. They had a terrible reputation. You talk about a band that the critics hated. I mean, here's a great example. If you look at the first Uriah Heep live album, which had that amazing packaging with a whole book in here, you talk about a band that had balls and didn't take themselves too seriously. The inner sleeves reproduced reviews, and no, I don't know if any band ever got worse reviews than Uriah Heep, but here was the review of their debut album from Rolling Stone magazine. If this group makes it, I'll have to commit suicide. That's the opening sentence from a Rolling Stone magazine reviewing the first Uriah Heep album. Really famous review. Here we are, damn near over 50 years later, and Uriah Heep still going strong, although pretty much on their farewell tour. An amazing career. So, what's my history with Uriah Heep? Well, I didn't really give them that time of day. Rolling Stone magazine certainly never covered them. Even Cream magazine very rarely put anything in there that I remember about Uriah Heep. Now, remember, I have a huge collection of the original Cream and Circus magazine. But Circus magazine used to cover Uriah Heep a lot. In fact, they would put Uriah Heep on the cover of Circus magazine, and I have them downstairs, where they were on the cover in 1973, 74, 75. Uriah Heep was a pretty sizable band in the United States. And in fact, here on Long Island, the biggest arena in the New York tri-state area is Madison Square Garden, and then what was the Nassau Coliseum. And most of the big bands that played the Garden would also play Nassau Coliseum. I remember Uriah Heep headlining there, and I'm sure selling out. But their career didn't last at a huge level for that long. And here in the United States, really a cult band at this point. So I never gave Uriah Heep much interest because of this terrible reputation. And, their reputation, even at then, even among rock and roll fans, were pretty much, they're like the poor man's Deep Purple. So didn't really give them a chance. They never really got radio play on the radio stations here, except maybe Easy Living I would hear once in a while, which was a good shuffle song. So what happened with me with Uriah Heep was on November 26, 1993, I went to see a really cool concert at Westbury Music Fair, and you can see it right there. And it was Wishbone Ash, Uriah Heep, Nazareth, and Blue Oyster Cult for the grand total of $22.50. It was Thanksgiving Rock Party at Westbury Music Fair, Friday, November 26, 1993. And there's a full-page review from one of the local papers. But, so I go to that concert with my wife, because I'm a really big Blue Oyster Cult fan, and Wishbone Ash. And Wishbone Ash opens, Nazareth comes next, Uriah Heep plays, and they play like a full set, and I was blown away how great they were. And then they did this really cool thing. They came out there, set up a table in the break between them and Blue Oyster Cult, and you can go up and meet them, and very few people did, but I did, and I wound up having a really great conversation with them. Trevor Bolder was the bass player at the time in Uriah Heep, spoke to him about Bowie, his time with Wishbone Ash, and they were like the coolest guys. And I vowed that I was going to get into Uriah Heep because they were absolutely fantastic live. And the first album I bought from them was on vinyl, Uriah Heep Live. This was in 1994, so I was really late to the game. And got the original vinyl and thought it was a great 70s live record. And true to my word, I have been into Uriah Heep ever since. And you can see right here, I'm not going to show them to you all, 23 Uriah Heep albums. So I'm a sizable fan, not a massive fan, but a sizable Uriah Heep fan. But the cool thing about getting into a band that's not all that popular is there's not a lot of material out there. So I know there was one book on Uriah Heep by Dave Ling, and I've never seen a hard copy of it. I wound up buying a Kindle version of it and read that. But I'm like, I can't believe there's not a hardcover book on Uriah Heep. And then I was on Amazon about a month ago, and I looked up Uriah Heep, and there was a book there. And it was this one. And it's called Uriah Heep, The Best of Memories, Newsclips, Newsletters, Features, Tour Programs 1970 2020. I took a chance on it. I put it on my birthday list, and my family got it for me. And it is absolutely massive. It is over 500 pages. Now, I'm a guy who does clippings, as you could tell. I got books, concert reviews, and ticket stubs, and I have got to be one of the biggest Rolling Stones clipping collections. I've been clipping Stones articles since like the early 70s. So the idea of getting a book, and this guy who is named Frederick Delaware, this must be his personal collection, and he's been clipping Uriah Heep his whole life, and it's all in this book. And it was a very, very fair price. It was on Amazon. So I'm going to go through this book and show you what is one of the most incredible books I have ever seen. So let's check it out. Uriah Heep, The Best of Memories by Frederick Delaware. Again, picked it up on Amazon, and it wasn't a fortune of money. So this is what it is. News clips, newsletters, features, tour programs from 1970 to 2020. 50 years of this guy collecting Uriah Heep, and a fan like me can get it all in one shot. And this is just, I love clippings, I love ads, and, you know, you can see ticket stubs that he must have went to these shows, and obviously I'm not going to show you every page, but this is just extraordinary. Concert reviews, magazine articles, the whole article he has reproduced, promotional photos, promotional ads. I love this stuff. I mean, I live for this stuff. Not only that, he has reproduced the whole concert program of different tours. Probably every concert program this guy's got is in here. Here's a Firefly tour from 1977, ad for High and Mighty. So you actually get the whole tour program's in here, in color, no less. This is an unbelievable piece of work that just this gentleman named Frederick Delaware has done. I don't think I've ever really seen something like this, but this, it makes me want to do this for the Stones, because I have stuff like this for the Stones, except it'd be a lot more than 500 pages. But this is unbelievable. And what we're actually looking at, Innocent Victim right there. So, full page album ads, concert tour ads, and reproductions right there of the tour program. There's Trevor Bolder. It was really cool when I met him. They were all so nice. And I was like, I actually said to them, I said, I never really took you guys seriously, but you were amazing live, and you were so nice. And there's the world tour for Equator. I mean, this is just unbelievable. And we're not done yet. This is the tour programs. Fully reproduced in color. Here's another one, a more recent one. I mean, this is just, I can't show you 500 plus pages. We'll be here all night. But you're getting the idea of what is in here. This is extraordinary. And Wake the Sleeper World Tour, concert reviews, phonograph record magazine from August of 72. So now you're getting into clippings of magazines. Oh, you have press releases from Uriah Heep Limited, their fan club distributions. There it looks like, let me see something. I'm looking at this really right now for the first time. There's a handwritten note that he must have gotten. Here you go. There's a Circus magazine. I actually have these downstairs. So that was the cover of Circus, November 1973. Blast the Demons with Sweet Freedom, which is right over there. Really good. Heap album. Let's keep going. So there's the whole. Here's another one. Oh, it's right on the money. August of 74, Uriah Heep's Wonder World. These are not in color, but they really were in color. So this is Circus magazine, the only rock magazine that I remember that really covered Uriah Heep and gave them what they deserved. Even Cream, Cream would not go down to the level of Uriah Heep, basically. Here's another article. I remember these. I have these downstairs. John Wetton. And even smaller articles there's a review for Sweet Freedom, album reviews, there's another one. I mean, this is just incredible. Here's Wonder World again on Circus magazine. Uriah Heep gets a buzz. So, this is just right up my alley, man. I just love this. So this guy has just done... We're only up to like page 200 here out of 500. This is just extraordinary. So I wanted to show you guys because this is, without a doubt, I have never seen a book like this. I wish there was books like this on all of the bands I love. It's very easy to be a fan of like the big guys, the Stones and Zeppelin and The Who and the Beatles. There are umpteen books out there, and I've read countless books on all of these bands. I must have read 10 books on Jethro Tull, and you wouldn't even think they have that many books, but they do. But, like even Wishbone Ash I've showed you, I must have 4 books on Wishbone Ash, and they're a cult band. But Uriah Heep, who's actually bigger than Wishbone Ash, only that Dave Ling book, and then Martin Popoff did a hardcover book, he does these photograph books, which I'm less interested in. I like clippings like this and a lot of copy. But his books, was very expensive. I'm not saying it's not worth it, but this, I mean, look at this. This is a whole reproduction from Sounds magazine from 1983 in color. Now here's Heep News. So he has reproduced all these Heep News, which I guess was the fan club magazine from Uriah Heep. They're all in here. This is like, look at this. Jigsaw puzzles. The official Uriah Heep magazine. They're all here. Small print because he really squeezed in so much. But this is 50 years of Uriah Heep covered in this book. From the tour programs, advertisements, magazine articles, and from Heep itself, from their fan club. This is all their fan club stuff. Oh my God. The official Uriah Heep fan club magazine. I mean, it's going to take me the rest of my life to read this, but I will. And I'm just going to have to get glasses because, boy, this is small print. Heep Big Appreciation. This is just somebody's life's work. And I had to show you this. This is unbelievable. Over 500 pages. The book was really well priced. I think it was only like $30-something. Considering what you're getting here, really unbelievable. So I wanted to show you Frederick Delaware, Uriah Heep, The Best of Memories. A phenomenal gift. So this is gift number 2 that I'm showing you from my birthday that we celebrated last weekend. I showed you the Wishbone Ash box, the live box up there. And now The Best of Memories from Uriah Heep. It's just so much fun to be into a band that is not huge, that is like a cult band. You almost feel like you're part of this secret society, and you meet other fans, and you're like, yeah, aren't they great? Aren't they great? But most people don't know how good they really can be. And you go to see them. It's not that hard to get tickets, and they're reasonably priced, and you might even meet them. It's a wonderful thing. So it's great being a fan of the really big bands, but sometimes it's even more special to be a fan of a cult band where you're kind of in on it and people don't realize it. And it's fun. And like I said, I was into Genesis in 1972 when Foxtrot came out, and nobody knew who they were, at least where I was on Long Island. Nobody knew the name Genesis at that time. And then I watched them get bigger and bigger and bigger, and then became one of the biggest bands in the world. I was a fan of Nils Lofgren before I was a fan of Bruce Springsteen. And then, of course, he became part of the U Street Band. So it's fun to be a big fan of a little band, so to speak. And Uriah Heep is a legendary band, you know, so critically hated. But who got the last laugh? They're still going after 50 years, and God bless them. So, and this is a great box set, chapter and verse. Well, like I said, 23 albums here, and their last studio record, Chaos and Color, was terrific. So, there you go. Anyway, let me know what you think. Do you like Uriah Heep? If you do, I don't get paid for pushing this book. This is just out of love, man, because I cannot believe this book. This is insane, right? So, I needed to bring it to the attention because I don't think, I haven't seen a video on this by anybody. So let me know what you think. You like Uriah Heep? What do you like about them? What you don't like about them? And but I highly recommend it. And I'm going to give you one more thing. And boy, I hope this doesn't fall over. I did a video once of my favorite Unplugged albums. And one of my favorite Unplugged albums, please don't fall, whew, is this thing here, Acoustically Driven. If you don't like Uriah Heep, and you don't think you like them, I don't know if you can get this thing. This is a great Unplugged album called Acoustically Driven. There's my pick for you. It is wonderful. It's even got some guests. Ian Anderson, if I remember, guests on here. But it's a great song selection, and it shows you that sometimes the bombastic rock and roll that Uriah Heep can do really works well acoustically. There's some really good songs there. So well worth checking out. Anyway, thanks as always for watching. If you're new to my channel, hit subscribe. I got playlists and tons of videos. And as always, stay safe, stay healthy. And thanks for watching the Alan Rosenberg Show. I greatly appreciate it. I'll see you next time.